It's time now for the Peter Afternoon News on this Sunday afternoon, 3rd of July, 2016. Good afternoon, buddy. I'm Peter Wiggins and I here. Top news headlines at 12:36 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon. Our top story at 36 p.m. is, for the third time a week, had a mass slaughter of civilians with responsibility for each, such as the 126 people killed, 25 children in bad attacks. ISIS's responsibility. Dhaka, Mumbai. Some leaders of Bangladesh's $26 billion government industry expected Western fashion retailers to review their ties with the world's second largest economic exporter after 18 foreigners were killed in an attack at a Dhaka restaurant. Washington. Hillary Clinton met with an FBI for 3.5 hours Saturday as part of the investigation of the U.S. Department email server wall leading the Department. Her campaign said. After they were responding to an invitation incident and calling a blast at Central Park as blasted Central Park severs a man's foot. Time and time again, the Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel showed grief, but in the last years he was saddened by how little the world had changed. Senator Tom Cotton, Republican of Arkansas, expressed support for President GOP nominee Donald Trump, but on NBC Meet the Press, his support seemed less than enthusiastic. Violent MS-13 gang attacks increased across the D.C. metropolitan area. Dubai. The United Arab Emirates has urged men to avoid an event where upset scarf and headband. That's when their businessmen visiting the United States was wrestled to ground and held in the Islamic State. Turkey's policy, local, regional, European, or international is going front an interesting phase if not spread reflected a tactical change in the division and strategy of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. In Auckland, New Zealand. New Zealand police record cocaine haul worth $10 million was found inside a diamond-encrusted statue of a horse's head. Ashdod, Israel. A Turkish ship carrying tons of humanitarian aid for the cause struck in Israel Sunday as part of a reconciliation agreement between Israel and Turkey. Orlando, when paramedics arrived at the scene of the Pulse nightclub shooting, they could still hear gunfire coming from inside the club. The family of a disabled St. Jude Hospital patient has filed a lawsuit against the Transportation Security Agency after officers left her bruised and bloody at Memphis Airport on Thursday. The largest private coal mining corporation in America, Berry Energy, warned may have to lay off as many as 4,400 employees, some 80% of the company's workforce, thanks to a long-term slump in the coal markets. Walmart introduced a mobile payment feature last year, lets customers pay at checkout and added the service again closer to reaching the nationwide availability. In Franklin, Massachusetts, the 4th of July holiday weekend with a second railway fatality in the Attleboro area within 8 hours. Then 241 of Franklin was killed on Interstate 49 on Franklin early Sunday morning. An accident occurred at about 12:20 a.m. on 495 southbound Norfolk 17 Route 140. Boston, a Mainer is celebrating the 4th of July weekend while signed an Orleans Commission, shipping the U.S. Navy. Petty Officer First Class Patrick Pucker is one in 85 hand-picked sails to a crew of the USS Constitution. Crew members routinely interact with people to their jobs, Navy rules and regulations, but the Navy nest vessel. Parker, who's from Gore, Maine, said it's down in a junior officer's ball, sending the ship at the Charlestown Navy Yard. Winthrop, Massachusetts is in critical condition, and 2 men are facing charges in a fallen overnight shooting in the Massachusetts House Party. Michael Cimino, the Oscar-winning director of Deer Hunter, as well as the infamous Evans Gate, has died at the age of 77 after the New York Times confirmed. NASA's Juno spacecraft is scheduled to enter orbit about Jupiter Monday night, July 4th, ending its nearly 5-year trek to the solar system's biggest planet. The Antarctic ozone layer shields the Earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays. Shows encourage the scientists beginning of research published in the journal Science. The sensational turn events that could have far-reaching ramifications for the large and thriving stem cells treatment industry in the United States, as studied by the University of California in Minnesota, has revealed that it is substantial. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) has awarded $25 million of funding in states, cities, and territories to support efforts to protect Americans from Zika virus infection and associated health outcomes, including microcephaly. San Francisco, this 4th of July holiday weekend, fireworks will be booming around the country, creating loud noises, leave many pets trembling with anxiety. A new study suggests that marijuana compounds may have toxic brain proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease. Researchers from Salt Lake Institute in California laboratory tests to assess the effect of cannabis property when included in the brain plaque. Take a look at New England. Holyoke, Massachusetts at 372 High Street. UD heavy fire top place and roof of a 4-story brick. The fence off state fire marshal to the scene. Peter Joe News Time is now 12:43 on this Sunday afternoon, and it is time now for a weather time for a sports report. Against Los Angeles to try to recover and try to focus on today after a 21-2 shellacking last night at Fenway Park. London, 3 women earned a decent day's rest in the middle Sunday at the Wimbledon as Joe Wolford Sung had to work overtime in 1917 in the fifth in America from John Eisner. San Antonio Spurs guard Manu Ginobili is expected to be signed. Team sources told ESPN Smart signed the 14-year veteran and wrote in his website that remains dedicated to playing in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets signed a restricted free agent guard Tyler Johnson to a 4-year $50 million offer sheet. Day 2 of the 2016 NBA free agency period didn't bring the biggest correction in NBA history like Friday did, but there were standing moves top by Al Horford for Gordon's 4-year $130 million. Now 12:44 on this Sunday afternoon, and it is time for traffic. Let's stop down in Rhode Island. But first, starting off with the transit alert, transit reports. The MBTA subway system is looking good. Commuter rail, Franklin train 27, 12:40 p.m. inbound back to the park behind scheduled due to a mechanical issue. And Franklin line train 2707 still stopped near Clifford, currently 25:35 minutes behind schedule. And the Kingston train 2366 from Kingston to Providence South Women is currently 25 minutes behind schedule due to a signal problem. Commuter is looking good. And highways. Okay, let's stay up down in East Connecticut and Rhode Island, where 395 on the south side of Louisville to the north stretch at 395 on the northbound side of Louisville and Route 16 Killenly. Route 78 side of Louisville and Westerly stretch 138 in the eastbound side of Louisville and Route 4 on the southbound side of Louisville and the Kingstown stretch on the southbound side. But looking good in the Ocean State. Route in the eastbound side of Louisville and Route it's slow from Plymouth all the way to the south. Summer Bridge, it's slow. Route 25 on the eastbound side, it is slow from Plymouth all the way at the Route 620 in Buzzards Bay around the Bourne stretch. 495 on the southbound side, it's slow from 24 in Raynham all the way at the 44 in Middleburg. Route 3 on the southbound side, it is back to all the way at the Mossfield and hit the break again for the Plymouth stretch from 44th to the Plymouth Plantation Highway. On the northbound side, it is slow for the reverse stretch. One on the northbound side, 7 go from Route 93 Redden and all the way at the Route 114 Peabody. The little stretch before 495, 213 on the westbound side, little swamp stretch. Mass Bagger with 290 and 395 in Auburn, and also slow around. Interstate 91 in Chickpea, 91 on the northbound side, little slow in the Springfield. It is so for the north to Guilford. 95 on the northbound side is back there from Sanford to Norwalk. Route 90 in the eastbound side, it is a little slow after Route 91 in Middletown. I-84 westbound side, a little slow around I-91 and I-84 westbound side, low on Route 7 in Danbury, Connecticut. Route 7 and 7, a little slow around Danbury. On the westbound side, it is so cool. Route 95, link George Lions Expressway eastbound side is back up from Brooklyn on to Queens. 278 on the westbound side is back up from Staten Island all the way up to New Jersey. 278 in the eastbound side of Vernon Bridge, slow go. Belt parking in the eastbound side, slow from Brooklyn down to JFK. Belt parking both ends, little slow from Brooklyn to 278. 278 on the eastbound side, so a little slow to the Brooklyn stretch. State Parkway side is slow from Edison, New Jersey, all the way down for Route 18 in Asbury Park. 276 on Route 90 in town. I-76 in the east from King City 695 on the northbound side is 95 Baltimore to 795 in Towson. Route 50 on the eastbound side, also in the Bay Bridge. 695 on the eastbound side, also around Southeast Baltimore. 395 on the northbound side from Alexander, Virginia to Washington, D.C. 66 in the east from Capitol Beltway to Washington, D.C. 95 on the northbound side, Little from Fredericksburg all the way up to Fort Belvoir. 95 on the southbound side, Little from Fort Belvoir. 476 on the southbound side, Little Pennsylvania. Side, Little from the Pennsylvania Turnpike to up in Pittsburgh. New Trail, also around the Buffalo stretch, and I-89 both ends off. The Canadian border. Meanwhile, without looking good. And now, look at your weather. Alright. 7 8 4 goes like this. For this afternoon, we're going to have some sunny skies about 83 degrees. West about 10 miles of gusts today, 20 miles an hour. Tonight, most coast sky about 36 degrees. Southwest about 5 miles coming in the evening. For the Wednesday, south sky about 88 degrees. West about 3 to 8 miles an hour. By the night, check the showers May after 3 a.m. Pittsburgh after 5 a.m. Pop gust sky about 63 degrees. South about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Check page to 30%. New Pittsburgh about less than 10 minutes possible. Tuesday, check the showers. Thunderstorms May before 2 p.m. Port sky about 82 degrees. Southeast from about 5 miles coming northeast in the afternoon, chest patient 40%. Just that, pocket Pittsburgh up to 5 a.m. west. Podcast come at 63 degrees. Wednesday, Sunday, Pittsburgh go west. Sunday, podcast making it hot, humid about 92, about 66 degrees. Thursday, mostly Sunday, most skies about 8, about 66 degrees. Friday, check the showers, parts of the most skies coming 86, about 65 degrees. Chest patient 30%. And for Saturday, check showers, parts of coming 94 degrees. Chest patient 30%. Currently, not near it's a few clouds and 80 degrees and 27 above Celsius, humidity at 35%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Afternoon News on this July 3rd, 2016 on a Sunday afternoon. I'm Peter. Have a good afternoon with good positive attitude, and I'll see you for an evening report. Have a good afternoon.